Every once in a while, a product gets released by a manufacturer that truly catches our attention, takes us by surprise, and makes us wonder where the heck they pulled that one from. And for this season, it's undoubtedly the all-new Polaris Slingshot. This is not an ATV, not a side-by-side, and not a car. This is a motorcycle. And while you may be scratching your head about its designation, vehicles like the Can-Am Spyder, the T-Rex, and Morgan Trikes have all paved the way for that designation. We received a special invite from Polaris to go ride the Slingshot. We'd heard all the hype, we'd seen the line drawings on the internet, but we truly didn't know what would come of all the commotion. The vehicle was not what they had suggested. It was way, way better. From the first time you stand next to a Slingshot, you struggle to look any other direction. Its design cues, cut lines, big rubber, and aggressive Batman meets Dodge Viper meets Star Wars styling are nothing short of perfection. If you think I'm patronizing Polaris, go stand next to one, and then we can argue. This truly is a work of art. We had heard all kinds of rumors about the power plant that might actually be used in the Slingshot, possibly a brand new Polaris motor or a Subaru because of Polaris' connection with Fuji Heavy Industries. But the one that we least expected turned out to be the truth. Powering the Slingshot is a 2.4-liter Chevrolet Ecotec. This is the same motor that you can find in many Chev cars and pumps out 173 horsepower and 166 foot-pounds of torque. In a vehicle that weighs 1,725 pounds with fluids, you're talking about serious power to weight. Add in the dual overhead cams, variable valve timing, and a short header with a front exiting exhaust, and you have one potent roadster. Driving the Slingshot does require a motorcycle license as well as wearing a helmet, but when you're sitting just over 5 inches off the ground, that is not a bad thing. Putting the power to the ground is a 5-speed, single-plate hydraulic gearbox, made by a company who designs performance transmissions for the car industry. And let me tell you, this is the best shifting tranny I have ever felt. You can pound shifts, dump the clutch, and drive the wheels off the Slingshot, and it just keeps coming back for more. 3 wheels and a whole lot of power seems like it may result in a stability issue, but after taking a crazy drive on the skid pad with the Polaris Professional Driver, you realize that is just not the case. Equipped with stability control and traction control, the Slingshot never gave me the feeling that I was out of control. Even with the stability and traction controls on, it would let me lay rubber right through to 4th gear and corner extremely hard. It was a seamless integration of safety and performance, and while you can entirely turn off the traction and stability controls individually, I had so much fun with them on that I see no reason to mess with them. So what's a Slingshot truly like to drive? Well, for me, the only 2 things that I can compare it to would be a cross between a side-by-side and a snowmobile. You can rail this thing just like a sled out on the trails. It sticks to the ground, powers through the corners, and lets the rear end get ever so slightly loose when you drop it down a gear and floor the throttle. And that's what a sled does. On the flip side, you're sitting side by side. You have a steering wheel, and your hand is firmly planted on the shifter, which is very reminiscent of a side-by-side. Whatever it is, it's not wrong in any way. Right away, everyone compares this to the Can-Am Spyder. Throw that thought aside. This ain't no Spyder. Side-by-side seating is totally different, and in my opinion, way more in my wheelhouse. The exact demographic is yet to be seen, but I know after my short time with the Slingshot, I want one, my wife wants one, and everyone who sees you pull up in it will want one. With a factory 2-year warranty, a price that's so low it'll shock you, and the choice of a base or upgraded SL model with backup camera, full stereo, and Bluetooth, you're going to be giggling like a schoolgirl the first time you see one in person. While we're always anticipating the next coolest thing, it's no surprise that Polaris comes to market with something that we never thought possible. This is the same ingenuity that drives their off-road business to heights we never thought imaginable.
If you enjoyed this video, post a comment and let us know what you think. Then, click this link to subscribe and that link for more great videos from Dirt Tracks TV.